I'm gonna make crawfish bisque today. So I'm going through all of my tails right now, just getting them cleaned up and trying to keep the most fat that I can, because we peeled these yesterday kind of hurrying, you know, and might have a shell or something in there, so I'm gonna get them all cleaned up. Okay, so these are cleaned. This is from our crawfish boil yesterday. I have crawfish puree. I went to buy some more today and they were out, which is my bad, because I told everybody to buy it. And I had to buy these because I couldn't find more crawfish puree, because we're gonna have to use that in the heads. Louisiana Select 12 ounces. I use this 12 ounces and this 8. Got about a cup of cooked rice over here that I'm gonna use with my heads. I'm gonna make my stuffing with Rusty's Trinity blend. This is dehydrated Trinity. If you make it from fresh vegetables, you have to mince them really small anyway. And Rusty's just happens to be mixed super tiny. So I'm gonna mix this for the heads, and then I'm gonna use my regular, you know, fresh vegetables for the gravy. Chicken broth in here and just rehydrate. It's probably about a cup and a half. I don't really know what that would equate to if you chopped your vegetables and minced them all tiny. You can just feel it out and guess and make your own. 2 gringos, chupacabra, bayulicious. The crawfish heads are already seasoned, most of them, because they came out of a boil from yesterday. I decided to go with like half and half. So some of this crawfish is already minced. The rest of that I'm gonna save for the gravy. Blend this up. Now we got minced crawfish tails. I'm gonna put all of my tails down in here with all the vegetables. I'm just gonna heat this up enough to get everything blended up real good. Cooked rice. Now we are gonna serve this over rice later, but I'm putting this rice in my heads. Some people just use breadcrumbs. Some people use it this way. I might do both, I don't know. We got a good mix right here. We're gonna season it a little bit more. I'm gonna let this cool off because I just turned off the fire. I'm gonna take these crawfish heads that we cleaned at the crawfish boil yesterday. I'm gonna clean this off. If you don't have this, they're like $26 a bag to get a little less than this. I cleaned them all yesterday. We're gonna get them all cleaned up, make sure there's no eyeballs in there, and I'll be back. If I counted right, this is 125 crawfish heads that I just made sure were cleaned, and we're not gonna need all of those. 1 egg in the stuffing for now. Say about a cup of breadcrumbs. See if I need to add more egg. Just want this to come out like a stuffing mixture. Yeah, we're gonna go with another egg. You don't have to have a specific recipe for this. Like, you can make your own. I grabbed recipes from different people. I got my grandma's, which I'm not sticking to, even though hers is delicious. I've got a couple of them from a couple of Cajun cooks that I know. Okay, I'm gonna take all of this stuffing and put it in a gallon bag, because we're gonna pipe it into the heads. I just realized these bags are the ones with the weird ends, so I don't know how this is gonna come out, but we're gonna try it. I'll cut the corner out. Hopefully I didn't cut out too much. This is not gonna work. Lucky for me, I found a piping bag in my baking supplies. I definitely need a bigger kitchen. But let me see how I can do this. Ooh. Don't ever let anybody tell you this is easy to make. I guess we're just gonna pipe this like it's icing, y'all. Right, so you gotta take your heads. Yeah, I need to make it thicker. Stuff as much as you can in it. Oh, I need the other hand. And just FYI, this is my first time actually making this myself, because my aunt made it, my grandma made it. Like, I've never had to make this. Now I guess I'm the mama, so. 28 left. I'm gonna freeze. And here's all the crawfish heads. I have not counted them, but we're about to put them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, just to hold all of it in there. And we're gonna let them cool off. Chop up all of these vegetables. We gotta heat up a cup of oil to make a roux. I'm gonna start with a cup of my toasted roux flour. I'm gonna need a little bit more though. I'm gonna put a little bit of white flour in there. Normally this take about 30 minutes or so, but since mine's mostly toasted, it's not gonna take that long. That's the color we got already. Right, now that we got that done, is my camera on? Yeah. All the vegetables.
Oh, get real.
And we have to stir that for a while, and it gets real tough to stir. Yummy has come home from work. Keep it moving till you don't burn nothing. Get all these vegetables tender. Also gotta make some corn, so we're gonna open up all that corn with my Kitchen Mama can opener, which I love, y'all. I know it's a little bit slower than a regular one, but that's fine with me because I can stir in the meantime. Season this with a little bit more Bayou-licious. Keep on letting it go. This Bayou-licious really is good stuff, and it's low sodium, and it also smells kind of like a crawfish boil, so that's why I'm using that today. It's an award-winning seasoning by our friends at Two Gringos Chupacabra, and it's very good. Also, we got to put in some parsley and just keep stirring it. It's okay to kind of like flatten it out. Let it sit for a minute or two. After it sits, go ahead and turn it over. And this is optional, y'all, but I'm going to put in a couple squirts of this tomato paste. Some of the old school people use tomato paste and tomato sauce, and some of them don't. We are going to use it. A little extra salt, a little bit of black pepper. Just waiting for them onions to break down and start producing their liquid. I'm putting a little splash of water, not a lot. Let them continue to cook. I'm going to add 1 can of tomato sauce. I'm going to add 1 can of Rotel. And let's let that keep cooking. Stuff's getting real thick, y'all, like a paste. And you got to make sure you don't let the tomatoes burn on the bottom. Okay, I'm adding some garlic because Brad keeps asking me what I'm adding in the garlic. 1/4 cup. I'm going to cook that down for about another 5 minutes. This is most definitely a labor of love. Yeah, well, somebody better love me for this. About 1.5 tablespoons of chicken bouillon paste. Okay, vegetables been going about 25 minutes. All together, we're going to start putting seafood stock in a little bit at a time so you don't break your roux and everything up. Get it creamy before you put in some more. I'm going to put this whole 4 cups. You want it to all break apart. You want to get it creamy. If you pour it all in at one time, it's just going to like separate. You're going to have a big mess. Then we're going to put the rest of about 4 cups of water in here. We're going to let this gravy come together and cook together for about an hour with the lid on. This is going to be a long ass video. Now that we got it like this, we're going to put a lid on it and turn it down. Oh, y'all see that low simmer? I'm going to add in all of my crawfish heads that we made earlier. I say it's 94. Somebody on my page said they counted them and it was 95, so I don't know. I didn't get any claws, which you normally would put in there, but we were just so busy eating that I didn't even get claws. Also, I got my corn makshu going back here. This is the little quick version of corn makshu we made with Rusty's Trinity blend and some heavy cream, some bacon grease, some sugar, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder. It's a little quick version of a makshu. It's been cooking for a little while now, and now I'm going to add in all of my crawfish tails after I give this a good stir. It's about 1.5 pounds of crawfish tails. Y'all, this is going to be so good. I'm going to let this cook for another about 15 minutes. And then we're going to serve some plates. Alright, y'all. There's our corn makshu and 6 plates. My mom, my dad, my sister, my nephew, my grandma, my cousin. Whew. I'm about to go deliver these. Ça c'est bon, y'all. Almost forgot the green onions. You know you got to put them green onions on there. You got to make it pretty. Ta-da!